The Shy, Past Due. Dame Diddy.
Ambitious Ace.
Yeah, man. So where do we start off today, man? Kevin, Maisha, Papa.
Papa's
Yeah, man.
the guy, man.
How do you feel about Maisha, man? Her mom making her stay home to watch the kids while she works.
You know, it just got me to thinking like how many kids that have that type of life. Because I remember growing up, I never really had that life, but I knew kids who had that exact same situation.
Where they would miss school?
Where they have to miss school because they had to stay home and watch their brothers and sisters and everything like that. So just watching that play out, I was just like, man, you know, props to her because, you know, she was actually sitting there. Because the kids I knew, they probably wouldn't sat and did homework and, you know, try to teach them how to do stuff. They'll just watch them, make sure they had toys and everything like that. So when I saw that she was actually trying to teach them to do everything and like that, I was just like, that's really, really powerful.
So your boy Papa, man.
Yeah, man.
She brought some snacks. She gave some snacks for Papa to eat.
Yeah.
I just thought that was cool. She was thinking about Papa.
Yeah, she's very
she
thoughtful.
She said your big bone friend.
Yeah. Tell him not to eat it all in one sitting. Like, you know.
Yeah, that was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then we transitioned to Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon's cooking. Him and Emmett get into it.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
Oh, I mean, you know, business is business. I get what he's saying, but you can't just park into somebody else's business and think it's cool.
I was trying to remember, how did Emmett and Brandon run into each other?
Was it with the shoes?
I don't recall Brandon buying any shoes.
There was something that happened between.
Oh, he sold him some sneakers?
I thought it was something like that. I had to reach
Maybe
back.
he sold him one of Coogie's pairs of sneakers. I know Coogie was going to see him.
Coogie, yeah. But but I knew they were familiar with each other. I just couldn't remember the exact same reason why. But that whole exchange, I mean, I know Brandon was in his feelings, but you can't just...
He was mad.
You know.
He was heated.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't park in front of somebody else's place of business. I got his logic on it. You know, if they want chicken, they just going to go see you. If they want something different, they going to come see you. And, but yeah. That sucks for Brandon, but it's all good, man, because in the end, he got something even better. Yeah. So what we ended up getting after that, we got, I don't remember his name, but the store owner having a stroke.
Sonny.
Sonny had a stroke.
Yeah.
And for a minute there, I thought that lucid, because I was like, how the hell Emmett know he having a stroke? But then when he said my mom's a nurse, I was like, oh, duh. Of course he would know.
Yeah.
So how did you feel about Sonny going down and then his daughter giving Emmett the store to run?
You know, I thought it would be the moment for him to come up and, you know, try to take responsibility of things. But
he did. He X'd out half of the menu.
That wasn't responsible, my man. He X'd out the menu, talking head to your employees. I mean, I know he's not used to the management role and everything, but I thought this would be his shining moment per se. I mean, he did get some things right. He know how he tried to quiet down the customers and everything. But when he told my man, when it's talking about his burnt chicken, crispy. He said, that ain't burnt, that's extra crispy. Like, you don't say that, bro. But we'll see how this goes.
When you don't want to cook no more, you do.
I guess, yeah.
So, I know it didn't happen in the same scene, but his baby mother came to the store.
I should have called it. From the moment she came to the store all mad, I knew she just wanted some fun, you know. I should have called it. Because, I mean, as soon as she let him in, I'm like, where's the kids? I don't hear no kids.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, we already know what this is about.
So, yeah, I should have called it from the jump. I'm mad at Emmett for going through with it because now this is going to create another layer of drama.
Well, see, that's the thing. Because, see, he gave her cash.
Yep.
He didn't document that.
But she's going to be like, oh, I gave it up for you, so don't worry.
Yeah, she's not using that money for no damn dentist, especially if it's EJ, right?
I think so, yeah.
If he only got 3 teeth, I don't see him going to the dentist that early unless the mom is just feeding him straight BS. Like, there's no reason for him to be going to the damn dentist that early, man.
Yeah.
So your boy Ronnie and his lawyer, we got to see her motivation for helping white supremacists and him, a murderers, get off.
She had that slick move at the beginning, too. Taking Kevin and scaring the moms and everything like that. I was just like, damn, she's smooth with it.
I thought that was smooth too, the way when Kevin was arguing with Maisha early in the episode, he's like, yo, on my mom's, I don't like you.
Yeah, on my mom's.
Yeah, because I was just like, oh, okay. So I was wondering how you would say that if that was the case. Would you say on my mama's? No, you said on my mom's, you know. But yeah, it was cool to see that she was just trying to make partner. And when I say cool to see, she's still a piece of shit.
She really is.
Because I don't see how you can. I no integrity allows me to work with some like well-known white supremacists that don't like black people. Oh no.
Nah, I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. It really didn't make me feel no sorry for her, but I mean, I guess, man. I guess.
And your boy Ronnie finally get out, man.
Yeah, he out.
You happy?
No, I ain't happy.
We get to see more of them.
I would say the story with him and I forget her name, but Jason's mom, just to see the story between them and how they kind of got together. Tammy, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So I didn't. No, it's not Tammy. What's her name?
Tessa's son with a T.
Tracy. Oh, Tracy. There you go. And I thought that was cool how that story went.
That's what Ethel called her.
Yeah, you're right. So I thought that was cool, and I'm not as annoyed by the story as I initially was with the first episode. Like I said, I was annoyed. So we'll see what this grows into. I like how they showed the kind of like, the significance of him passing the liquor store between then and now and everything like that. So maybe he is trying to move forward. But what do you think about him calling Brandon and hanging up?
I was just about to ask you that because I don't see what he is trying to do. Like
he's trying to
call him to apologize.
Yeah.
Now Brandon gonna give you them hands. He's gonna put them paws on you when he see you because it's a problem.
Yeah, and I didn't know what to make of that. I don't know if he was just trying to be like, hey, I'm getting out, but I'm sorry. Like I didn't know what was gonna happen with that. So.
So how do you feel about Cruz's struggle with dealing with this whole thing with Ronnie and then Detective Alice trying to kind of coach him through this?
I feel like he handled it the wrong way, especially trying to choke Ronnie up when he got out. I was like, bruh, you need to chill. You didn't need to do all that. You could have waited till he got out, but now you got to document it with another guard. But I don't know, man. I feel it's his pain and everything, but at the same time, he's just going to have to toughen this out and figure out a way, I guess, to get him back in.
Get him back in what?
Prison.
In prison?
I guess.
You think he's going to slip up and end up back in jail?
He go slip up, man. He too emotional right now, especially with his mom and everything like that. He go slip up somewhere.
Yeah. So, I just want to say, first of all, I hope he stays in jail. Ronnie, I hope he gets back in jail because I feel like I need the subtitles on every time he talks. So that's not the only reason.
It's not right, man.
Yeah, it's definitely not right. But the whole thing with Detective Cruz, yeah, he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? At least he got some Timbs on though.
Yeah, he had them Timbs on.
You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing with Detective Alice though, and she's starting to put it together, and I think what it will end up being is we have this white woman paying off gang members to run people out of their houses.
That's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like, and it's just unfortunate, man, because it makes me think about if that's really the case with some of these situations, especially in Chicago and stuff like that. Are they really just trying to run people out the houses, scare people, and everything like that? And that's a sad reality if true.
So we got to see Hannibal the first time this season.
Hannibal,
his cousin.
Oh, yeah. I forget. When I saw him, I was like, as soon as he got the weed, I was like, where your cousin at? Where your cousin at? And just the way he came, he was like, like everything, man. And especially when he tried to get something, he was like, this is mine. But yeah, it was cool to see him again.
Yeah, it was cool to see him because we had that moment where he was staying with him and he woke up doing yoga, smoking weed all day.
Yeah.
So, and not only that, he's smart. He's a businessman. So, and he sent Brandon on the right direction for the rest of the episode.
Yeah, because, he's saying what I was saying. Like, you got all them qualities. What you tripping about?
Well, a lot of people doubt themselves when it comes to situations like that.
Yeah. So
which leads us to Brandon going to the culinary school, I guess making a form of a payment and getting in good standing so where he could actually go out for this award.
I thought that was really cool. And then I liked how, after that, he had to talk with Kevin and everything like that. And I really thought that interaction between Brandon and Kevin was really cool because, it's like, in a sense, that's like his surrogate little brother now. And I thought that was really cool because it shows that, through all the events of last season, it's kind of meant up to now. And, he's kind of like, taking up him on his wing and everything like that. And Kevin's really helping him too because, you know, he feels bad for what happened to him. So I thought that was a really cool dynamic of how they showed it. It didn't come off cheesy or corny. It came off as natural and organic. So I thought that was dope.
Yeah, I feel like that relationship between the two, first of all, it's good on camera, and two, because I like both of them as actors.
Yeah.
And two, I feel like it's therapy for both of them.
Yeah.
Like basically both of them could kind of confide in each other in ways that they may not get from therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, kind of like some type of sibling type relationship going on there.
Yeah.
So I guess the main last thing to talk about really is your boy Emmett getting it on with his baby mom again, man. So is she gonna have another kid?
Nah.
She's not gonna get pregnant again?
Nah. He can't handle all that stress.
Why not?
They can't give all that stress to Emmett.
Emmett, I'm pregnant. I can see it. Even if it's a lie to get more money out of it.
Leave my man Emmett alone, man. He trying to make it in life.
Is he?
That
ain't how you make it.
I think he's misguided, man. He's misguided. I think he's trying to make it. He's just not making the right decisions. He really isn't.
Nah.
He's not making the right decisions at all. What do you think is going to come? Anything from we ain't forgot to touch on the main part of the episode though. Brandon cooking out for the pimps and everything.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious actually.
I was just like, bro, he getting it out here. That was good. But what do you think is gonna come from the investigation? Well, it's not even part of the investigation. It just made me think about him. But what's his name?
Reg
and them. Do you think this is gonna come back into the fold any type of way with them and the credit score? Because I feel like somebody asked about what's your credit score.
Yeah. He asked Reg asked him earlier in the first season.
No, this episode it was
Greavy asked him what his credit score was,
and that just made me think about
600s.
And that just made me think about it. So are we gonna see that coming back?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I don't know yet.
Because especially if he get on this cooking show and he get good and all like that.
Nah, but Reg said they square now.
Is he serious about it?
I think so. I mean, don't get me wrong. We definitely gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But I can see some situation where they're selling weed out of a food truck.
Oh, and shout out to Kevin and Papa's Hustle for getting candy from the church members.
Y'all trying to sell some candy? Go to the church.
That was smart. They were just
selling food.
They was just getting done with a fast. That was the key ingredient. They just got done with a fast. As soon as he said, "You just off a Daniel fast," I was like, bro, y'all better run to that church. And that's exactly what they did. So shout out to them. That was smart on them.
Hey, man, it looked like somebody gave a 5 and they didn't even take their change.
Exactly. They don't care. They wanted to eat.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And I like Kevin's quick mathematician skills where he shitted on the whole thing with the TV at school.
Yeah,
So that was actually really dope.
Yeah.
Man.
It's a good episode.
Yeah, it was a pretty good episode. It was pretty engaging. I was kind of upset when it went off.
I feel like next episode something's going to happen because it's been kind of, smooth sailing.
Jared is going to die?
He didn't say that. He didn't mean that. Jericho's going to die. I said it. But something's going to happen because now that Ronnie's out and everything like that, words out on the street. Ronnie's out. He ain't just going to walk down the streets.
People going to be like, you had to snitch. That's the only way you out this early.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, man, his home... matter of fact, it might not be his homeboy. Like we said, it might be the white lady paying some people to...
You never know, man. But I just know Ronnie, be careful.
Yeah, be careful out here in the streets. By the way, y'all, Jacob Lattimore, the guy that plays Emmett, actually just dropped a new album.
Hey, that's what's up.
So y'all might want to go check that out if y'all like Emmett a lot. He doesn't, sing about having mad kids
and baby mamas and working at Sonny's Chicken.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Let us know in the comments how y'all felt about the episode, man. Where y'all think it's going next. Do y'all think that this white lady is actually paying people to run people out of the neighborhood? Because this is how they get gentrification going. This happens all the time. If you actually look up Chicago, one of the first things they did was they started closing the schools, and people had to travel further to get their kids to school. And they started moving out. They came, bought up the areas, started building luxury condos, put police departments, then put schools back. So it's kind of like a thing that happens all over the U.S. It happened in Brooklyn. It's happened in Harlem, from my understanding now. It's happening in the Bronx.
It's wild.
So it's happening all over the place.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, so let us know how y'all feel about this episode. Hit us up on Instagram as well, at TRC Podcast.
Ambitious Image.
Twitter at TRC Podcast Live.
Ambitious Ace.
Yeah, man. And we'll be back next week.
All right.
All right, y'all.
Peace.